One of my favorite things to do is to take a handful of 2x4s, make something that people love, and pull a profit while at it. This bench takes 3 2x4s, and today I'm running all my tools on a battery. The eco-worthy Cubics 100 from the sponsor of this video, Eco-worthy. I ran a 12 gauge extension to my shop next door, so let's get started. This build is super simple. The first 2x4, cut it in thirds at 32 inches and the two others in half at 48 inches. Head to the miter saw to get those cut. One of my 2x4s is basically a tree branch. It even has bark. I decided to use it and make a more rustic bench top. Hopefully I don't regret that later, but it usually ends up looking nice. I'm doing flat glue ups edge to edge, so squareness is pretty important here. The joiner will make it a sure thing. I went 2 passes for face and 2 passes for the side, giving me an actual square edge top to bottom. I want 3 1/4 inches final result, so I'm going to rip about the same from the other side next. On the table saw, rip all the boards to, as I said, 3 1/4 inches. Take the more straight and square edged longer piece and put it aside as the brace. Take the 3 others for the bench top. Putting the flat side towards the table, I'm putting a more or less square piece in the middle to avoid gaps and hopefully sand into a nice looking, natural looking seat later. Glue up and clamp it without too much pressure, just enough to close it up. Do the same for the other pieces, which will be the 2 sets of legs glued up as one. Put those aside for an hour or so before getting to the planer. Now, if there was ever a test for this battery setup, planing a full width board like this is it. I've tripped the breaker basically each time on my 15 amp circuit, but this can handle more. For the first part, the legs, I just make sure both sides are nice and flat. For the brace, same thing, we want to keep its thickness. For the bench top, take your time and plane it down to about 1 inch. Clearly it has no problem with the full width and nothing is getting tripped. It makes me want a 20 amp circuit in the future as this planer is very power hungry. This is a very good test for this battery. Now that I've done most of the power tool steps of this build and I've yet to notice I'm running on battery power, it's safe to say that the eco-worthy Cubics 100 battery has what it takes to run pretty much everything. This 48 volt battery is marketed towards server racks, so you can be sure there's absolutely no delay to its power delivery. Once the power cuts out, it's ready to go immediately. I've got it set up here in my downstairs storage rack, and I'm feeding it into a simple inverter to use this as AC, as well as charge it from my simple 110 volt outlet. I've been running my tools from this extension, a 12 gauge extension that can handle the biggest of my power tools easily, and it was a non-issue. The planer kept going, and that thing regularly trips my 15 amp breaker when using my house's power. I had this set up for a few weeks now, and we've tested how long it lasts using the vacuum, fridge, and other appliances, and we never got under 50% after a few days. I just plugged it back to 100%. With some quick math, I could go basically 5 hours of constant max power tool usage and still be okay. This project left me with well over 90% capacity. It barely affected it. Thanks to eco-worthy for sending this setup over. This should keep me safe from the pretty bad power cuts that southern Quebec can get, with ice storms in midwinter. Check out the links in the description if you're interested in the eco-worthy Cubics 100 battery. It's awesome. I'm happy to have it around from now on. Now back to the build, still all powered by battery. On the miter side, cut the bench to width, which is as wide as you can, so just trim both sides basically. For the legs, same thing. Trim one side, but then measure half at 15 3/4 inches. And use a stop block to have two identical parts. For the brace, I just go by eye and cut it about 4 inches shorter than the bench top. Before we go do the last cut, we need to measure the brace position and thickness. Take the brace part, align it towards the top of the leg parts, center it, and just mark its thickness. Use the speed square to measure at 3 1/4 inches, and as you'll see later, I forgot my parts weren't 3 inches, and should have measured. This is going to cost me another trip to the table saw later in the build. Go cut those out on a bandsaw or a jigsaw if you don't have one. I often got comments asking why I don't sand before assembly, and I don't really have an answer to that, but today I will. Sand everything nice and smooth, and yes, it makes assembly simpler down the road. Before we get to assembly, please like and subscribe. If you like 2x4 builds like this, I have a ton more coming up. Thanks to all subscribers, it really helps. Put the legs standing on the table, and with a speed square, align it all square. This is where I realized my piece was 3 1/4 inches while my dado was 3 inches. I decided on ripping the board down again instead of cutting out another 1/4 inch on the bandsaw. To screw this into the sides, I use a Forstner bit to drill more than halfway down the brace, giving my 3-inch screw that I'll use next with the washer a long travel to hold. Put glue in the dados and then align everything square and screw it down. Align the base centered on top, then use those 90-degree brackets, which are super useful, and let wood move without affecting the squareness of the base. I love using those, they're cost effective, fast and strong. Keep the top and sides elastanding, more so in this rustic state my parts are, which was chosen on purpose. As I often do, I'm staining it with Veritane Wood Ager, which really pops on pine. To finalize, I'm doing 2 coats of wipe-on poly, which gives it a nice gloss, hardened protection. That's all for this bench. Thanks to EcoWorthy for the battery setup. It was super seamless to work on, just like house power. I'm impressed at how it could do both a vacuum and table saw at once, then the planer with a full width bore. This battery delivers. Check them out in the description if you're interested. Thanks for watching and see you next time.